All right, Shalom. Before I begin, I'd like to start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, today is February the 5th, year 2026. All right, the year of the apostate, the year of the sellout, the year of the agent, the year of Jacob's trouble. All right, Jacob represents you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Through the seed of our fathers, we're the Israelites. All right, and we're in captivity at this time under the Edomites, the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, which they're not white, they're red. According to the Bible, they're the Hebrew Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites. All right, our wicked twin brothers from the womb and our number one adversary on this earth. All right, so this lesson is gonna be dealing with a clip I seen yesterday. Excuse me, yesterday. All right, with the Northern Kingdom. All right, which represents the so-called Latinos, Native Americans. All right, they had a walkout at their school or wherever they was at. It was in Texas. All right, and saying shit got cracking when they got out the building. All right, saying these are some teenagers. All right, some young Jakes. All right, some young lions. All right, but the young lions got teeth too. All right, and they will bite you. All right, and they'll do you hurt. All right, you get out here with one of them. All right, so. Little disclaimer, I'm gonna show the clip. It's up on all these public forums. All right. Disclaimer: I ain't benefiting from this. I ain't making no money from this. I ain't using this to get anybody to incite, violence or go out and enact anything you're gonna see in this clip. All right. The shit happened already. All right, and it's already up on public news forums. All right. So again, this is for educational purposes only. All right. So let me show y'all that clip right quick. All right, I'll come right back. Let's see. Shit. All right. So this is So this is the clip right here. Let me get me out the way. Hold on, y'all. And then we'll start it over. All right. So it says they walked out of the school, all right, and they said this dude, the reporter, allegedly hit the teenage girl with his truck and fought with students. All right, so let's see how this played out. All right, so you know what I'm saying? You see it, all right? And these are the Northern Kingdom Israelites, all right? And the Lord is rousing them up, all right? As it reads in Genesis 49 about Judah being roused up as he was in a state where he was crouched down as an old lion, but who roused him up? The Lord is rousing him up, all right? And I told you in the lesson I did yesterday, when Judah started getting roused up, Issachar gonna see it. Issachar gonna get roused up, all right? Then all the Northern Kingdom. All right, and now Esau, he got a problem on his hand, all right, because he finna have to deal with all of the tribes, all right? And these niggas are going to be a terror unto Egypt, all right, as we read yesterday as well in Isaiah 19. These niggas going to be a terror unto Egypt, all right? And these some young lions right here again. These young lions, they couldn't even really do nothing to them the way, an adult lion would, all right? They would have put that devil down something serious, but these was... these are young children, not young children, so like these are young adults, say it that way, all right, they 14, 15, 16 years old, and he's a grown man, all right, and you see what he ran into, all right, a buzzsaw for his bitch ass, and that's gonna be the everyday thing coming up into the times that we coming into, all right, a lawless nation, all right, a nation under sedition. Let me get that right quick. Second Ezra, it's 15. All right. And I think when I read it, they said he hit her with his truck, like nudged her with his truck as they were walking across the street, walking out of school. And all right, you seen the Jake Pack was on. All right. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 4, starting at verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right, and the modern day sword is a gun. You know what I'm saying? But it's talking about the division. All right, one people shall stand up and fight against another. All right, Jacob and Esau are gonna fight the same way they fought in Rebekah's womb. All right, they're gonna fight again in these streets. All right. Verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right, so the police can't quell this shit. The National Guard can't quell this shit. They're gonna try, but it ain't gonna happen. All right, we coming into the worst time known to mankind. All right, Jacob's trouble, where he should be saved out of it, that he is the elect. All right, but 2/3 of our people, all right, and you Edomites and the rest of you heathens, all right, you on the book for judgment. All right. Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." All right, what's going down in Minneapolis now? Martial law. All right, that's going to be a totalitarian thing in America. All right, this devil is going to try to shut the whole thing down. All right, and these niggas, they ain't going for that. All right, you know what I'm saying? Issachar and Judah ain't going for that. All right, Gad neither. They ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? No can do. All right, they're going to fight you devils. All right, Jake and the devil going to dance. All right. Verse 18, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right, you seen that, Edomite? All right, it ain't even got to that point yet, but you seen when them young lions put them young teeth on his ass. All right, that motherfucker got in that truck quick. All right, he couldn't get his ass out of there soon enough. All right, so he dealing with that shit now. Imagine how it's gonna be when it ain't no mercy being shown, because in the days we coming to, ain't gonna be no mercy being shown. All right, let me see. "For because of their we read that. Yeah, we read that. Verse 19, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." All right, no mercy. All right, you get caught out there, hey, the spirit of the Lord gonna have them spirits created for vengeance. All right, to pour that fury out on your ass. All right, that's what time we coming into. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." All right, kick doors, robbing, stealing, looting, all that's coming. All right, graping. You know what I'm saying? All those things are on the docket for the judgment that's coming to America. All right, and 2 out of 3 of the Lord people are on the book for their judgment, as well as all you heathens. The only people who gonna have a cloak of protection in the days we come into is the elect. All right, if you ain't of the house of David, you know what I'm saying, bad news is gonna beat you home. All right, and it's already beginning now. All right, the Lord has already got the division springing forth now, and he's already got that enmity between Jacob and Esau reaching an all-time peak. All right, so it's about that time. All right, let me see. What was I finna get? Let me see. Think of one right quick where the Lord gonna use. We did Ezekiel 25 yesterday. Get another one. The Lord gonna use Israelites to break heathens, primarily Edomites. All right, let me see. It's Jeremiah 50. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Might be 51. Read verse. I'm gonna read Jeremiah 50 and 23 right quick. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" All right, because the Lord is breaking this place up. All right. All right, gonna go to Jeremiah 51 and verse 20. It reads, thou, we'll start at 19. It say, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts is his name. All right, verse 20. Thou, the Israelites, art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Now, you know, the elect are going to be the primary ones who's going to get that honor, because the Lord going to give them that spiritual power. All right, and angels going to be with them, but at the same time, when you can extrapolate, you know, the 2/3, you know, the Lord is going to use them to render out judgment and vengeance on these heathens as well. All right, the precept to that would be Job chapter 12 and verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom, the deceived and the deceiver are his. So the Lord can use whoever he wants to go out and, you know, render his judgment. Again, there be spirits created for vengeance. These 2/3, some of those spirits are created for vengeance. And the Lord is going to use that vengeance to pour out his force and appease his wrath. And he's going to use them on you heathens and you Edomites. All right, which Edomites are heathens too, but just saying America being a melting pot where all these nations are at. You know, the Lord going to use them 2/3 in some cases to render out judgment to them. All right. And, you know, them heathens, they going to kill some of the 2/3, but the 2/3 going to kill some of them, all right? All right, verse 21, it say, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. All right, and you know, the old lines is ready to get some too. All right, I got another clip. I might show it real quick. Let me see where we at. Hold on. For time's sake. Man, where the thing at? Hold on, y'all. Is it recording? Hold on. I might have to come back because I can't even find the motherfucking button. Where that shit at? All right, hold on, y'all. All right, it's back on me now. All right, yeah, let me show you this other one I got right quick. Shit, with Deontay Wallner.
I wanted to move you on.
I said the nigga name wrong. But oh shit.
I wanted to move you on.
My bad. I ain't mean to show y'all this shit like that, my bad. But anyway, let me show y'all this clip with this nigga and this fucking devil that's interviewing him, alright? You know what I'm saying? He bringing up, alright, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit that went down with you know, when Deontay and Tyson fought, alright, and Deontay still got his own personal thoughts about how that thing went down, and he's entitled to that. But show you how these devils move, alright? They don't give no shits about, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites and their quarrels and their plights. These devils don't give no fucks. Alright. Let me show y'all this shit. And Judah's getting roused up. This is Judah right here. Alright. The so-called Negro man, that's Judah. Alright. I showed you Issachar in the northern kingdom a while ago. This is Judah right here. This is the top tribe. And when this tribe gets in that mode, alright, all the tribes get in that mode, alright? So let's listen to this right quick. It's for educational purposes as well, alright? Ain't benefiting in no type of way from this.
Tyson Fury.
I don't want to talk about him.
No, you're going to.
We're here about him.
No, but you're going to.
We're not going to talk about him.
You hear that, devil? I had to stop it that quick. Alright, Deontay told him straight up, man, we ain't talking about that. And that devil told him, well, you're going to talk about him, alright? They really, oh my God, I did it again. My bad, y'all. They really, look at us like we still they fucking slaves, which we are, but that mentality is gone. Jake ain't going back into slavery again. The way these devils think the way they had us hundreds of years ago, that slavery is done. You ain't putting Jake back in that type of captivity. All right, and that go for the black woman too. I'm gonna say that because I truly believe, all right, with these black women, primarily the black woman, once she sees her man, which is the so-called black man, once she sees him back in his strength and beat the shit out of one of these devils, all right, she gonna switch her mindset overnight too. All right, she gonna say, nigga, I knew you had it in you. All right, because they ain't seen it. All right, they've seen Esau in the power position for so long, they don't see the black man as the quote-unquote black man as a powerful figure. But you just wait. All right, in the days we coming into, you gonna see the Lion of Judah, that lion that's in Judah. All right, and you're gonna see the Lion of the tribe of Judah, Yahweh Shai, when he returns. All right, because he's the angriest, quote unquote black man that you ever seen. All right, we're not black with brown, but you know what I'm saying. So let this finish.
And that. No, fair enough. All right then, so let's move on. No, you're going to. We're here about. No, but you're going to. We're not going to talk about him. We're not going to talk about him at all. Understand that? No, fair enough. All right then, so let's move on. It's all about character soaring. That's it. I understand that. You've called him a cheat, and it leads me. Biggest in boxing. That's like a little bit flaky. You lost those fights. And those fights were lost. Kind of disappointing to me. About you I know the truth. I have the facts. Okay.
And for that devil in that suit and tie and that smooth face, all right, to be sitting up, I mean, he ain't got no time, but to be sitting up there talking so lawfully, like, you lost, like, nigga, you probably ain't never had a fight in your motherfucking life, but you talk so loosely, like, have some fucking respect for the sport, all right, but fuck these Edomites, all right, they don't have no respect for shit. All right, and that's why they're going to be destroyed, and that's why they're going into slavery for 1,000 years, and then they're getting their bitch asses exterminated.
Understand that. I risk my life for you's entertainment to see. Absolutely. So why I ain't never lied about none of this business. Why is it so hard to believe a black man and a white man? Understand me? Why is it so hard to believe a black man and a white man? Why you don't believe? Why is it? Why? Nothing to do with color.
Hey, because when the rich man speak it, the world listen. But when the poor man speak it, they like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? All right, Esau is the rich man on this side, all right? The scripture said he was going to be the head and we was going to be the tail. He was going to lend to us and we was going to borrow from him. So that's why, you know what I'm saying?
White man, understand me? Why is it so hard to believe a black man and a white man? Why you don't believe? Why is it? Why? Nothing to do with color. This whole country got something. This whole world got something to do with race. You think your life has been like mine? Listen, come on, you got white privilege, brother. I ain't never had that. I'm a black man with dark skin. Ain't nothing ever been given to me. We done been through so much. So much. I wanted to move on, right? Come on, man. Trying to give you a vision, a little insight of what we go through as black people, man. I got it. You know what? You don't get it. Okay. None of y'all get it. Y'all don't get it. And that's the problem, you think.
And they don't care. They don't want to get it. All right, Esau don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? And Esau, you've been spotlighted, nigga. You are the devil. All right, and the world sees it. You are the fucking devil. All right, the deceiver on this earth. You know what I'm saying? The world sees you, boy. You can no longer hide yourself like you used to. All right.
A little insight of what we go through as black people, man. I got it. You know what? You don't get it. Okay. None of y'all get it. Y'all don't get it. And that's the problem. You think you get what you don't understand. Okay. Why is it so hard? Man, let me get the out of here, bro. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Talking about my people and all that shit. It's hard to believe a black man and a white man. Cheated. Tell him to sue me so I can show the facts early. Because when the documentary and everything, the story come out, I'm going to show everything. I'm going to get all the people that know and all the people that's in the inside. He got people that the inside of him that can know. What? I don't about that. I said we didn't want to bring him up in the first place. It ain't got shit to do with him. Fair enough. The you talking about?
Esau is the devil. All right, you see how he tried to use that, he tried to talk around that circle like he was talking about. So you think I'm a Tyson Fury fan? Motherfucker, it ain't got nothing to do with you being a Tyson Fury fan, all right? It's the fact that that man told you he didn't want to talk about that shit, and you felt because you are who you are, you can make him do what you want him to do because you're an Edomite and he's an Israelite. All right, and I truly believe Tyson Fury is an Israelite. He's an Israelite foreign. He just look like you Edomites. And you know, when Esau get a Jake that looks like him, all right, they rally behind him because they think he's one of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that really came down to. But again, these Edomites, they speak lawfully concerning oppression. You know what I mean? And hey, Judah is getting roused up, all right?
He got people that the inside of him that know. What? I don't about that. I said we didn't want to bring him up in the first place. It ain't got shit to do with him. Fair enough. The you talking about? Yeah, man, you, man, I'm out. What happened there wasn't right. He told you don't bring it up. You come on.
All right, that man is the devil, bro. All you Edomites are the devil. All right, you know what I mean? And you've been spotlighted. All right, so let me go back to the scripts right quick. All right, so this is Psalm 73, in verse 8, it says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. All right, and that's the Edomites. All right, you know what I'm saying? Corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Cheating. Man, backdoing motherfuckers, bro. That's a characteristic of the devil. All right, verse 9, their mouth, they say they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh throughout the earth. You know what I'm saying? Esau blasphemes Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He puts himself up as Yahweh Shem Yahushai, thinks of himself as Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why you got Jesus up there. All right, you know what I'm saying? Their tongue walking through the earth. You know what I'm saying? They think what they say is bond. You know, no matter what they say, they feel like their word is law. All right. Let me see. It say, therefore, his people return hither, and waters of a cup. Therefore, his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out into them. All right. They say, how doeth power know? And is their knowledge in the Most High? All right, which you should know that already. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. All right, the Edomites. All right, these are the ungodly. You know what I'm saying? It say, verse 13, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. Let me see. Okay, so we done with that. But yeah, this is Esau, all right? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, all right? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. But you see how Esau lives in this world, all right? And look, right when I'm talking about this, look who comes by, all right? Y'all finna see him roll by, right on cue. All right, the goddamn devil. All right, he's finna go by. But right on time, you know, when you talk about this devil and you expose this devil, guess what? Here he goes. He shows up. You know what I mean? Right on time. Esau Slave Patrol. Can't make this shit up, bro. It ain't but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in this parking lot. That devil had to do a drive-through. Man. But anyway, all right, you see where it's at with it in the world. I'm done, pretty much done with it, all right? Jacob and Esau, all right, are at odds as they've always been and they always will be, all right? And it's time for Jacob to come up, and it's time for Esau to go down, all right? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. And these young lions, they got teeth, and they bite, and they do hurt. And Esau found out the hard way, all right? So that's pretty much it for the lesson. All right, I'm going to close it right there. Jacob's trouble is coming. The MOTB is coming. World War III is coming. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai is coming. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Lord select. Kwam Yasharallah, the Bible Ball. Shalom.